Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of the Cheat Meal presented by Deep Fried Draft. My name is Brian Bosarge. We're only 5 days away from preseason football, folks. Training camps are underway. Everybody else starts a week after that. We are here, finally. But we've got some news to get to, so let's jump right in it. University of Pittsburgh suspended 3 players, including junior safety Jordan Whitehead, my current number 6 safety prospect, for the old violation of team rules. Don't know what it is, don't know how it's going to affect Pitt yet, but he's out, a couple others out, so here we are. A few weeks ago, Oregon kicked out their off-troubled wide receiver Darren Carrington. Took him all of a week to land at Utah. So the Utes pick up a very good wide receiver, but often in trouble wide receiver, but lands with a Pac-12 rival. A couple of days ago, Alabama senior defensive lineman Deshaun Hand arrested for the DUI. No suspension details laid out by Alabama yet. Hand currently my number 6 ranked defensive lineman. Former number 1 overall prospect coming out of high school was Hand. But just now started getting into the rotation last year, was expected to be a starter this year. So we'll see how this affects him. A couple of trades in the NFL. Buffalo traded quarterback Cardale Jones to the Chargers for a conditional 7th round pick in the 2018 draft. And the Eagles traded guard Allen Barbary to the Broncos for a conditional 7th round pick in the 2019 draft. Barbary's competing for a starting job with the Broncos offensive line. Cardale Jones competing to be the number 2 quarterback behind Phillip Rivers. If the condition is both of them to be on the 53 at the start of the season, I think both of those conditions will be met. Last week we went over some of the week 0 games that start on August 26th, 27th. Today we're going to go over some of the games I'm going to watch on Labor Day weekend that gets underway August 31st, and that's on a Thursday. Right now I'm slotted to watch 16 games. I could possibly add 1 or 2 depending on time constraints and the like and all that. But 3 games on that opening Thursday night. 8:31, you're going to watch Florida International in Central Florida. Ohio State is at Indiana, and I'm going to watch Louisiana Monroe at Memphis. That Friday, I'm going to see Fordham and their running back Chase Edmonds against Army, and Washington at Rutgers. On to Saturday, 9/1, we'll watch Akron at Penn State. Wyoming and their quarterback Josh Allen last year struggled against a Big Ten opponent in Nebraska. Want to see how he fares against another Big Ten opponent in Iowa. NC State and South Carolina are going to play in Charlotte. NC State's got a stud defensive line, and so I want to see them against South Carolina. As I've said before, South Carolina, that's my team. So I'm going to watch them every weekend. So anybody that plays them, you're going to hear their name as the game I'm going to watch that weekend. So just get used to that if you're new to the channel. But South Carolina has some NFL talent on offense and some in the back end on the secondary. But we'll get to that as we get closer. Florida and Michigan going to play in Jerry's World down at Cowboy or AT&T Stadium in Dallas. That should be a good matchup. A lot of NFL talent there. Kentucky at Southern Miss. Last year, Southern Miss, big comeback win when they played at Kentucky. They get them at the Rock this year in Hattiesburg. Alabama and Florida State. Probably not going to be too many matchups this year that feature as much NFL talent on the field at the same time as you're going to see this one in the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Arkansas State at Nebraska, just because. BYU and LSU, they're going to play in Houston. On Sunday, September 2nd, we're going to see Texas A&M and I'll check that. Sorry, September 3rd, Texas A&M and UCLA, Virginia Tech and West Virginia. That game's, I believe, in D.C. And then Monday night, Labor Day night in Atlanta, Georgia Tech and Tennessee. Going to round out that weekend. Like I said, I could add maybe 1 or 2 more games. We'll see. Depends. this time I want to plead with the good folk at DirecTV. I switched to DirecTV last year. Please, just add the damn Pac-12 networks, for crying out loud. Just whatever, I don't care what the dispute is. If you got to add $1 to my damn bill every month, just add Pac-12 networks so I can watch these extra games. Now I'm going to nicely plead with the fans of my channel. If you think there's a player that I need to evaluate, or a team that has players on it that I need to evaluate, drop it down in the comments below. Let me know. And I promise you at some point this season I will give them a look. So let's get interactive with the channel. Let's leave more comments. Let's just give me some feedback. Let's talk about it. Let's talk football in the comments below. And we'll make this channel fun. But that's going to do it for today. Just a quick shout out to everybody on this Sunday afternoon. Said we're only weeks away now. 5 weeks away. Less than 5 weeks away from college football's getting in full gear. 4 weeks away from the first games. But check out everything that I do at deepfrieddraft.com, where just this weekend I added 5 new DFD recipes for Tavares McFadden, Ito Smith, Trey Adams, Saquon Barkley, and Josh Rosen. So check those out, and the other 15 that I've added before. 20 total now up. Follow me on Twitter at deepfrieddraft. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/deepfrieddraft. Search us on YouTube. And download the Bumpers app from the App Store and listen to the podcast there. You can subscribe to the Cheapest Meal podcast there. Haven't done one of those in a while, but we'll start cranking those out more and more as the season gets closer. That's going to do it for today. Thanks for listening. See ya.